Now, whether or not that was role playing or not, it's perceived as a video. It's of a Shannon Sharpe saying he's going to choke this 19-year-old girl, however old she is.
Right.
So that is enough to say, hey, you know what? You need to sit down for a while.
All right, we got DJ Envy and Charlamagne the God talking about Shannon Sharpe stepping down from ESPN. Y'all better like the video and subscribe. Let's check this out.
I don't like things like this, right? And I'm gonna tell you why, right? I understand it's a lot of noise, there's a lot of people talking, but that's what the opposition wants. That's what they want. Yeah. They want you to be embarrassed. They want you to start losing money. They want you to start doing that so they feel like that you will settle out and you'll be forced to settle out. Mm-hmm. Now, if he really didn't do it and this was part of his kinky thing and it was what it was and he didn't do it and he's innocent, and the fact that he has to step away now, possibly losing his job, if he has bills and not having bills because now he has no work, I don't like that if he didn't do it because that's what they want him to do. Yeah. They want him to be embarrassed. They want him to feel away. Because what's going to happen, he's going to be like, you know what, F all this, let me just settle out on the side. That's what they're forcing him to do, really.
Yeah.
I'm sure Disney still has moral clauses, though. Like, you know, regardless of, you know, anything, I don't know if anything he did was criminal, but there's still moral clauses.
But when you talk about moral clauses, right, I can do what and I don't know what happened, we don't know, but from the outside, I can do what I want to do in my bedroom.
Yes.
Right? What I do in my bedroom is my business.
But once somebody
and I didn't put it out. I didn't film it and put it out. If somebody secretly taped me and put it out, I just think that's wrong. You can't do that.
It's not black and white like that, though.
But time out, I think you're missing something. There's an audio phone call of him saying that he was going to choke her. Now, whether or not that was role playing or not, it's perceived as a video. It's of a Shannon Sharpe saying he's going to choke this 19-year-old girl, however old she is.
Right.
So that is enough to say, hey, you know what? You need to sit down for a while.
But is it if it's a tape secret call and it is role playing? Let's just say, and I don't know.
We don't know if it's role playing.
But we don't know. He's saying it's role playing. She's saying it's not, right? But if it is and it's secretly taped, and this is my secret business. If I'm into what is it, BDSM? What is it called?
But
BDSM.
all that has to come out though, and be like, they have to know that for fact. They don't know right now. So why
so
they
you
don't
fire
know?
The brother, so you really guilty, and you got to prove yourself innocent.
He's not fired as of now. As of now, he's just taking a step away. Yeah, and he stepped down. What I think happened.
I'm just saying I don't like that.
What I think happened, because what normally happens, and this is just me, this is not anything I've been told, but normally, you know, they'll come to you and say, hey, we probably are going to lean towards you taking a step back. If you want to take the narrative and you just say you step back, go ahead, which allows him to, you know what I mean? It doesn't turn the conversation additionally negative, because it's already negative.
It makes it feel you're guilty and then you got to prove yourself innocent, opposed to innocent to proving yourself
guilty. It's a lot of noise.
I think you, I'm sorry, go ahead, John.
And then he could have been reading a Pornhub headline.
Shut up.
Like I'm just saying, like, you know, because I be watching those little categories all the time. And it's like,
you in the BDSM?
He couldn't, absolutely watching it. Oh, for sure. But it's like, I've seen that headline before. Black man chokes, you know, young white girl. And, you know, I've seen that.
Well, whatever he was doing, he got to sit down until ESPN can find that same video. Maybe send him the link.
And there's just a lot of things Shannon has against him right now, including the audio of him saying, you know, he'll choke her out, including his lawyer saying they were going to settle for $10 million. So I totally understand him saying, you know what, I'm going to take a step back. Once again, He lucky ESPN ain't said nothing yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You pointing. I understand what you're saying, Envy, but it's not on ESPN. Shannon said he needed to
I get it, but I just feel like you basically are saying that man is guilty and he has to prove his innocence.
That's Shannon.
I know.
Shannon took a step back. Ain't nobody saying nothing to Shannon.
I know.
Shannon took the step back.
It's just the audio is just crazy, because even if you listen closely, she had like the seductive retarded voice on, you know what I'm saying? Where she's like,
what is seductive?
You know, it's like, you know, because she do sound a little behind, but she still like sound like she trying to be sultry with it. You know, like seductive.
That is the worst part of it. I get what Jess saying. I'm like,
you're trying to figure it out.
Shannon, how you so green to fall for?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he's
6 years old.
He's been famous for a long time, and he's been doing this for a long time. I don't know about. And
no, he hasn't. He clearly hasn't been doing this for a long time, because these are rookie mistakes. First of all, 56 years old talking to a 19-year-old is ridiculous. All right, 54 talking to a 19-year-old, and then letting that 20-something-year-old talk to you like that on text messages and on phone, and you sitting there talking
and
back
record it on video.
That's how you know it's been going on for a while. So he felt like he was in the trusted. I can trust you by now. You've been rocking with me for a while. Yeah, I'm saying
there was a story that came out yesterday from sources close to Shannon Sharpe that said that they, these sources are saying that they had engaged in those sexual acts over 100 times. The relationship started around like 2022 or 2023, so it's been a couple years. But wherever that trust was broken, baby, is it broke? Because right now he having to answer to some things, and ESPN or him taking a step back. It's a lot of noise right now.
And by the way, this is the main thing, and I've been saying this all week. Discipline and stability. Clearly, he lacks it. You cannot be 54 years old hollering at a 19-year-old. That was his first mistake. So he made a poor choice. That's why he's in this situation. Nobody caused this on Shannon Sharpe except for Shannon Sharpe.
Okay, Envy has a good point, and I think he can feel for Shannon because, we're talking about Shannon's private life. And it's a big conversation about this young lady secretly recording these videos and audio clips of Shannon. And I told y'all before, I think Tony Busby, a judge or whoever, they'll excuse her recording these things if she's saying, well, I felt like I was in fear for my life. I was being held against my will. I had to record this so I can have proof against somebody so powerful and successful as Shannon Sharpe. And I think that's the basis where her accusations lie. And it's still a lot of people out there confused on what she's even suing for in the first place. I'm here to let y'all know she's suing for $50 million and she's claiming that she was raped. Now, I know the text messages and the audio and this potential video that could be coming out might say this was a consensual relationship to you, but obviously there's others and her lawyer who feel like she has a case. And Charlamagne is saying the same thing that I said. Shannon put himself in this situation. Everybody is so focused on the girl being 21 or something like that. People are focused on she was an OnlyFans model and Shannon should be messing with an older girl. Let's just live in reality. Men of his ilk, they're not messing with 50-plus-year-olds, okay? But the problem is he went about this in an extremely dangerous manner. He put himself out there too much. There are people who engage in these type of activities, and I'm not shaming him for his kinkiness or the things that he's into in the bedroom, but you handle it with more precaution than he did. He was extremely too loose with that phone, text messages, talking to her on the phone. You see the reports coming out that they did this over 100 times with handcuffs and all of this other stuff. That's cool, but he let his guard down. He shouldn't have done that. He should have been more private. He should have handled this more behind closed doors. Why would you say on the phone, you gonna do X, Y, and Z to her in public? He was moving. See, this is why people keep bringing up his age. Not knowing how to maneuver these waters. And yes, Shannon has been successful for a very long time, but it's a different time and place on how you handle these type of relationships. It's not like the 90s and the 80s where stuff is not going to come out. It comes out eventually. All of this stuff is on record. And so he walked right into this, in my opinion. Is it wrong? Well, we can't really say if it's wrong or not because, unfortunately, given his kinks, we don't know if this is consensual or not. A lot of us who are fans, we want to believe that this is a setup against another successful black man. But at the same time, our ears and our eyes can't be turned off. We see Shannon all the time with a white woman, talking about white women on his platform, talking about younger women, and we heard that audio. We can say it's edited. We can say it was all of them pauses. And, why was she talking to him in a certain manner? Was she baiting him? That's cool. But the evidence is there. It's there. He was on that phone. He said what he said. Now we just have to argue the context. Let me know what y'all think about this. Like the video and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.